A long time ago, a mentor taught me that you can take as much vacation as you want to take when you're a business owner, but it just means that you have to be that much more effective on the days that you come to work. So how do you plan your life before you plan your work days? Well, the answer is easy. You do it deliberately. Every November or December, I want to encourage you to sit down and to think about the year ahead. I want you to plan the vacations that you want to take before you start planning the work days that you're going to work. All of my candidates know that I coach them to build their daily plan around 48 weeks. So from your first year of business ownership, I want you to take the equivalent of 4 weeks of vacation. Hey, owning a business is not easy. If you're gonna work hard, you gotta play hard. You gotta give yourself the time to rest and recharge and to walk away from your business. I'm not very good at taking 4 full weeks of vacation, but I do love long weekends. I'm a skier, so in the winter, you might not find me in my office certain days of the week, right? When the lift lines are short. But whatever works for you, it's the equivalent of 4 weeks of vacation. So you're gonna build your daily plan around 48 weeks. And then I want you to only consider 5 out of the 7 days on which you're going to actually drive your business forward. So your business may operate 7 days a week, but you and your sales team or your membership team or the people that are out there driving that revenue are only going to be focused 5 out of the 7 days. So 5 times 48 is 240 days. So now we know the number of days that we need to work. So if you have $1 million goal, you want to build $1 million business, and let's say that the average ticket of what you're selling is $5,000. So very quickly, you know that you need 200 customers to have $1 million business with an average ticket of $5,000. So over here in our business planning, we plan to work 240 days. And over here in our revenue planning, we figured out that we need 200 customers. So what have we done? We figured out that it's basically a 1-to-1 ratio. So every day you come to work, you need to sell 1 customer. You need the average ticket of what you're selling to that customer to be $5,000. Now, some tickets may be 3, but some tickets may be 10. It's the average of those tickets at the end of the week to $5,000. So how do you build $1 million business with 4 weeks of vacation from year 1? You do it 1 day at a time, focused only on that 1 sale. The last piece to this daily planning is your closing ratio. So we have to figure out how many people do we have to be in front of to close that 1 person. If your closing ratio is less than 50%, then I say you're working too hard. In the first year of business ownership, you have to go out there and do what you have to do to learn your sales process, to come up against the objections, and to figure out how to set those up in your process so those objections don't come up. But if you're beyond the first year and you don't have at least a 50% closing ratio, I'm telling you, you're working too hard. There are plenty of resources for sales coaching and sales training. I can be a resource to help you if you want. So don't settle for less than 50% closing ratio. But going back to our plan, so if we have a 50% closing ratio, then that means that we need to be in front of 2 customers today. We need to sell 1 of those customers. We need the average of what we're selling them to be $5,000. If I come to work every day for 240 days out of 365 and I perform to that level, then I will have built $1 million business in 240 days with 4 weeks of vacation. That's how you live the life of your dreams. That's how you live deliberately. And that's how you will never feel enslaved to your business or like your business owns you. For more information on creating your daily plan with a business that you own, please follow the email on the screen below.